Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Look, I'm a white man.
Nice, dude. Nice. Congratulations.
You across the room over there, Joe, you're also a white man. Hi, Joe.
Killing it.
Yes, nice.
And we're going to take part in a
And
series.
Abhi is... No,
Well, hold on. We are taking part in a series that we have done here on React called Asians versus Caucasians.
I love that. I love that.
Last time we had the pleasure of trying some Japanese and Korean foods.
And like, honestly, while I do love Japanese food, I feel like Korea took it and made it more flavorful.
Did they?
Damn. Hey, I
Like
didn't say
just-
that. Nicole did.
Like subtly or like completely switched
No,
it
they
up?
like punch you in the face with
They
flavor.
did.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was wonderful. I went on a culinary journey, a mouth quest.
And we're about to do it again, okay? We have two new tour guides today, though. Abhi, one of our producers here at React. Welcome, Abhi. You've been on the podcast.
Thank
Welcome
you. Yes.
back.
Second time.
This is the second time.
Second time.
On the other side of the table, we have Rachel.
Claps
one of
for
our
Rachel.
amazing reactors here.
Making time out of her busy medical schedule.
No, I have to be here. Indian food? Come on now.
Abhi, you're more from northern India, and Rachel from southern India, yes?
Yes.
There's this thing in India where it's kind of like the division of North and South. I'm from an area of Western India called Gujarat, which is Gujarati. But basically, that's part of North India.
Got it.
It's
Okay.
in Northern India, but it's
Technicality.
barely.
like technicalities,
Yes.
What's your technicality?
South.
yeah. Just south.
Just south.
Just
Easy.
I think actually one thing that you'll find is, obviously in this episode, we'll go through some food and cuisine and some culture. India is so wide and depth in its culture.
And you started to teach me that just with the difference between like Tollywood and Bollywood
Exactly.
and all
Yes.
the other
Wait,
woods.
I
Yes.
didn't even know of the other woods.
There's so
Yeah.
many.
Woods, there's
There is
Hollywood.
woods.
There's a lot of wood
Tollywood.
hoods.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here in the States, America, of course, there's this stereotype that we don't know anything about the world. And it's true a lot.
Yeah.
But I think specifically, I have learned
Dude.
absolutely nothing
It's
about India.
weird.
And
Oh,
it's
really?
never been talked about. It's
Yeah.
not in the history that we cover.
Yeah.
Even in the UK, so I grew up in London. My parents are actually Indian, so I am Indian by heritage. The idea is that even growing up in London, we didn't really learn that much about India, even though the UK were conquering and invading India for 300 flipping years.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah.
World War I and World War II happened. They came and bought a whole bunch of soldiers from India who fought in a bunch of wars, but none of that's spoken about. They took $1 trillion worth of wealth from India, and none of that was spoken about. But I love London, UK.
We
I've
still
got
love
a
it.
British passport. Yeah.
I mean, we got main dishes, snacks, desserts. We got the whole gambit that we're going to run through. But we can't go on any further without a theme song.
Oh, let's do it.
And Joe, I got it for you today.
got a good
okay?
one?
Dude, I think I might just put this track on my Spotify.
You
I
like
love
it that
so
much? I don't know if I'm-
It's a bop, dude.
I'm about to.
Are we Indianifying it?
No, I didn't. No.
That's what I was like,
I did debate that. I did debate like
A bit of dingling? No,
Yeah.
you can't do that. That's so
but
racist.
exactly why I didn't. So instead, there's a build, Joe.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready, I think. We'll try.
Does Rachel know what's happening?
I have no idea.
Okay,
I'm
well, Joe
so
makes up a
confused.
theme song every single
oh,
time,
okay.
and I
Do
give
you
him
need
a random
beat
track.
or the beat's coming?
Here we go, dude. Here we go.
This is like. Am I waiting for the drop?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Say it.
Is it find the
India.
BPM?
Let's go.
Here's coming. I feel like the drop is coming.
1,
Da-na-na.
2.
We're taking you
2.
to India.
All this stuff.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Pick it up.
Up
and
and up.
put it in my mouth.
Yum, yum.
I might take pieces. It might be whole.
What?
I'm gonna slurp this out the bowl. I'm gonna eat it.
Eat
I'm
it.
gonna eat it. Chew
Gonna
it up.
eat it.
I'm gonna eat it.
Chew it
Eat
up.
it.
Put my tummy. Get enough. Gonna eat it.
Eat it.
Eat it.
I hope it tastes good.
Good.
Did you know there's also Bali and Tollywood? Gonna eat it.
Whoa!
That's pretty good.
Whoa, wait, that was fire.
Great
was
job,
fire.
Joe.
I get
Great
claps.
job, Joe.
That's why he's the creative director of the
I thought that was really good. That was
amazing.
impressive.
All right,
Let's do it.
I want you guys to know. Let's start out that I have very limited.
That's what I was
to
wondering.
No experience with Indian food,
Perfect.
and I think a lot of it was due to where I grew up. Montana. For the folks at home,
Yeah.
the reason
Montana-
my palate is my palate
Right.
is because I just wasn't exposed to a
Right.
lot.
Yeah.
And then there was also fear and a little bit of pickiness.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, and I hate to say this, and I apologize, but I wanted you to know where I'm starting.
Yes.
The one time I did have Indian food, again, it was in like a Montana, like probably was not where it should have been.
Yeah.
And I left with not a good experience. And my thought moving forward was like, I just kind of thought the culinary cuisine was, I apologize, dirty.
Wow.
That's how bad the experience was.
That's what
Okay.
brings out the flavor, though. You need the dirt.
So I'm hoping to overcome that hump because it's
Dude.
totally not fair.
I'm coming from not a complete opposite, but we grew up having like an Indian night
Oh,
weekly.
cool.
So we would go out and get Indian food, and it still is the top cuisine for me.
Okay.
Indian food, amazing.
So you know some of this.
I know the words, but some of this, like, I just wouldn't think to go and get because I just, again, like, I didn't completely enjoy, like, all kinds of stuff, you know? Because it's Americanized a little bit here.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, did you know the national dish of England is a chicken tikka masala?
Well,
Yeah.
that's the main thing, dude.
England. Yeah.
That's what everybody
They really
knows.
did steal everything.
Yeah.
They did.
It's like the national
did.
dish.
And then for you guys coming in with all this, does this excite you? Or is this some of your guys' favorites? Like, where are you sitting right now?
Yeah. Well, I just want to say, like, I'm glad you're giving it like another shot because I truly think like you have one bad experience in any cuisine or any like restaurant. You're like, I don't want to go back
Yeah.
there, you know? But like, this is feels like home. I mean, there's food here that's South Indian and North Indian, but I think just being Indian, there's a lot of like crossover anyways. So this just is like okay, I'm going out to dinner. Here's the
Dang.
spread. And these are all things that I would eat off the menu. So
Yeah.
Cool. So you would order this.
I would order the exact things that are here.
Yes.
Yes.
Abhi?
Well, growing up, my mum would only make Indian food every single day of the week. Like that was what I'd had. So I didn't know there was a whole world outside of Indian
Right.
food.
Yeah.
Until I started going to school, and then people bullied me for like being Indian,
Same.
which was wonderful.
Real.
They started laughing at me, and then I started selling them
But
my
that's
Indian
where
food.
there you go.
Which is where the real businessman came out of me.
Character development.
Character development.
Gujarati.
Gujarati, yeah. So I sold a lot of stuff and made a lot of money off my mum's food. And now my mum's actually a caterer in London. Which
Yes.
is great.
Whoa.
So yeah, grew up eating such good Indian food all the time.
So
yeah.
this is your stuff. That you've.
This is it.
Yeah, I love all of this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. Well, we should start here.
Okay.
What do we have first, Abhi?
Well, before we go anywhere, I also bought a little surprise.
I know he brought this out of nowhere.
Look at this
Not a
color.
bad
Have you had
friend.
this, Joe?
No.
I know exactly what this is.
Okay,
What
so what
is
do you
it?
think it is? What flavor you envision?
Yeah,
Oh,
what's
this
the
is-
flavor?
this is
It's a very
mango
neon
as hell.
orange. Yep. Yep.
It's actually chocolate. No, it's not chocolate. This is what is called as a mango lassi.
Lussie.
Mango lassi.
Lusse.
Lassi.
Okay. Well,
You're
There
close.
you go.
not close at all.
Thanks.
A lussie. What is a lussie?
Lassi, Rachel?
It's like a yogurt milkshake.
Okay.
I guess the best way to explain it, right?
It's like a thick yogurt
yogurt
milkshake.
milkshake.
A little bit of a
with
smoothie.
A little bit of
mango.
smoothie, a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say like thicker, but
Yeah.
Do we take?
Please,
You can
dude.
taste, but also as a heads up, this is there for you. So throughout the whole video, if anything's spicy, this will be a
Yeah.
good relief.
Oh,
This is
okay.
what
Yeah.
you. This is why you get it with like whatever spicy dish you get.
Oh.
You get this with it, paired with it.
Okay.
it's perfect because it has yogurt to like cancel it out. But
Yeah.
cheers, guys.
Oh,
Cheers,
sorry.
cheers, cheers. Of course, of course.
And you've got one as well?
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
It's so good.
Simple.
That's so good.
I think
the
the
point.
ingredients are literally just mango pulp, yogurt,
And milk.
Yeah.
That's
It
it.
tastes like an
Water.
adult
literally-
Danimals. Remember Danimals?
Yes,
It's like
it
a
does.
classy Danimals.
That was really good.
Yeah.
That was really
I
good.
love that so much. And these are our Dunkaroos.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
All right. What do we got first here?
Rachel's going to start off.
Yeah.
With some
Okay, so
Pani
we're
Puri.
starting off with Pani Puri.
Say it again, please.
Pani Puri. So
Pani
it's two
Puri.
words. Pani means water,
Okay.
which is kind of these shot glasses here. It's like, I would say like a seasoning just mixed with water.
Okay.
And these are, it's called Puri, Puri. And we have them opened up with chickpeas in them. Whoa. And potato, seasoned potato. So usually it's already made for us here. We like pop a hole in it, put our seasoning. Sometimes there's more things you could put in. And then you pour the shot glass of the water into there
Yeah.
and eat it whole.
A little bit of an
It's like an
event.
explosion. This is one of my favorite things ever. It's a great appetizer. It's kind of like your chips and salsa.
So this is the appetizer.
Okay.
This is, I would
one
say,
of the appetizers.
one of the
Yeah. Go through a bunch of
appetizers.
stuff.
But this is a great first place to start.
There's lots of different variations of it. You can have like a pineapple
Right.
flavor.
That's what I was gonna
a
ask.
Mango
Different-
flavor.
Yeah.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
guava flavor.
This is like the original. It's like the
Okay.
salty, spicy.
it's
So it can be
essential.
savory, or you could go like almost dessert.
Not dessert, but like a sweet.
Sweeter?
Yeah.
Sweeter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, dig in.
Yeah, so everyone
Okay.
gets one each. We'll start with one.
So
pick a
hold
Puri.
one, and then get
And
your little
Kevin, you might
shot
need to-
glass.
They're like little food fairies.
They
They're just
are-
and they're
see,
going
they
down
are.
the river my
are.
mouth.
my mouth.
Kevin, maybe take another one as well.
Okay. Now should I stir the spices up?
Yes.
Yes.
'Cause it's
we
all
should
on
do
the
that,
bottom
'cause it is
there.
on the
I think
bottom.
you have a spoon on your
Oh, there we go. Okay. So a little stir. I'm gonna do a little stir. Ooh, look at that. Look at that.
This is like my guilty pleasure is like drinking this straight.
Same.
I'll put it in a cup.
Well,
and
that's what I was
sip
going
on
to
it.
ask. Could
Yeah.
you just drink
You
this?
could.
You could.
It's a very good digestive aid.
It is.
Let
It's
me just say.
literally
Kind of like
Oh,
an
really?
apple cider
Yeah.
vinegar shot or something
Are we
like
gonna be
that.
Kind
shooting
of.
later?
I think that's a very bad misconception of Indian food. Everyone thinks if you go have Indian food, you're gonna it like crazy.
Yeah.
Just the bad ones.
Just the bad ones.
Ooh, that has
yeah.
a scent.
It does. It's a very specific scent. It's what's chaat masala? It's just
Yeah, chaat masala
It's
is a
chaat.
mixture of like
Like-
black salt, cumin powder,
garam
coriander
masala,
powder, garam masala, like a whole bunch
like
of
turmeric.
spices.
Like that's why I feel like Indian people are so healthy because this is literally like a
Health
all the
shot,
spices you
wellness
need.
shot.
You know,
yeah.
wellness shot.
Yeah.
Americans
is.
came and basically westernized it and now charged like $30
Yeah.
for shots of this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is airborne.
So it's a very fast thing. You pour
I was gonna
and
say,
you go.
You pour and you go,
Pour and
and
you go.
it's
Has to
not
fill.
warm. Like this
It's
is
not
a,
warm. It should be nice and like cool.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a cool thing. It should
You
be.
pour
it.
and go.
Okay.
That's it. You guys, are you guys ready?
Yeah, let's pour
okay,
and go.
let's do it. Let's pour.
Pour.
Okay, go.
All in one bite.
Whoa. Not as boom as I thought it was going to be. A little bit more subtle.
That spice gets you in the back
The
of the
spice,
throat.
I was
though.
going to say the spice hits at a moment.
So well done. Here you go.
I like the texture of puris. The puris.
What's that made out of?
It's semolina. It's like what is that? Like tapioca kind of?
Close to tapioca. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
And so
Interesting.
these are like
I gotta
you
try
know the
this.
fried small versions. You can obviously get it like this
Oh, you
is
can get a big one?
kind of a puri.
Yeah.
So this is like the big version of that.
Okay.
Okay.
Not fried.
Okay.
Oh, it is fried, but like not like
Deep,
like that.
deep fried.
Deep
Yeah.
fried.
Well, it is also deep fried, but
Well,
but not in the same way. I guess.
That is
these
an
seem crunchy.
experience of a food.
It's-
because you have to go. You have to go
Yeah.
fast. You have to throw it in your mouth.
And then it's
Yeah.
like a crunch with water
Yeah.
almost, like texture in there.
There's no thing that I've eaten
Nothing.
from any
That's
other
like that.
culture that's like that.
and
Yeah.
I'm going back in.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know they have like at weddings and stuff like little challenges, like how many can you go
In a
with,
minute.
Like in a minute, how many can you eat in a
Whoa,
minute?
have you guys
It's
done
like a
it?
little game. I have done that.
I
How
have
many
done
did you
as
do?
well.
You have?
Yeah.
I think I did like 15.
15.
In a minute?
Yeah.
I've done 28.
Oh my god!
You said 15 like that was crazy. Nice.
God, that's like no, they're not.
No, you literally
It's like boom,
Pour and go,
boom,
pour and go,
pour and go,
pour and go.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
idea is that this is called Pani Puri in like Mumbai area, but in North India it's called Golgappa.
Yeah.
In like Eastern India it's called Puchka. So there's like
They have
different
different
names of
names,
it, but it's
yeah.
just like a very appetizing. You eat like 10 at a time, 20 at a time.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Does that happen a lot with dishes or snacks where there's, like you said, across India, it's a bunch of different differences in like the culture? So do they change the names for like the exact same thing almost?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
variations of
Yeah,
it. They
yeah,
make
yeah.
it their own.
That's what I've noticed too. Is it seems like paneer, masala, chana, like those. I feel like there's so many variations of those exact things,
Yeah.
and so I wonder, is that kind of a cultural thing, like across India? It just changes as you go through each.
Well, paneer and
area?
chana specifically are very northern India.
Okay.
Because the idea is that in India, a lot of the foods that they eat is derivative of what kind of crops could be grown there and
I
what's
see.
good. So in southern areas of India, you have things like dosa, which is made from rice and specific lentils, which are like, it's very good for
Abundance
growing
there,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
see.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you guys rate that? What was that experience for you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we
Are
should do a 1
rating?
through 10.
Yeah,
1
let's
through
do it.
10?
And let's
I'm gonna
be
give it-
clear that all of these ratings are from people's opinions, so it's not
Yeah.
a rating of like this food is a 1. It's
In
shit.
the world.
I give that a 6.5.
I was gonna say
Solid.
6.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yep.
That's a good place to
6.5.
start.
It's I think I would have to do them Look, dude, I think I would have to house a lot of them
I would.
to get
That's-
used to the experience.
That's what
because
I was
it's
gonna
so
say.
foreign
I'm
to
like,
our
I just-
palates.
Yeah, I want more. I need a lot more.
These are also a little bit like they're not as crispy as they could be.
Okay.
Okay.
But this is for me is like a 10. Like
Yeah.
I'd have
10.
this.
10.
These are
Me too.
10s for you guys. This is
10s.
it.
10s across the board.
Damn.
I also feel like the flavor is like you kind of got to get used to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You
A
know,
little bit. It's
for
different.
us, it's like
Yeah.
the comforting. It's juicy. It's like juice.
Yeah.
You know?
I love the juice in the boat more than I tried doing what you guys were like. We just drink this straight, and
Wait,
I tried.
I
and
didn't
was
try
like,
that.
Nope,
Let me try that.
Nope, that's not for me.
Just a little bit.
Oh, no, I would do
simmer
that.
around.
You just keep
You
doing
know,
that.
okay, because I also just drink pickle juice out of the jar.
That-
So
It's
it's
the
giving
same vibe.
flavored pickle juice.
Yeah.
So if you don't like that, then maybe
Pickle
like a
is
spicy
the devil's
broth.
food.
it's okay, guys. You guys are not gonna get sick now because you just ate all that.
That's true.
The spices and turmeric.
I do feel a little bit more energy.
there you go. You look awake.
Like,
You're locked in.
Next up, Abhi, what do you got for us?
Yes, so over there by Rachel, we've got something called Chole Bhature.
I can't even say it again.
Chole Bhature.
Bhature.
Yeah,
That was
Chole
fire.
Bhature.
Hell yeah.
You got it.
Chole
I'm
Bhature.
not going to try it again, but thank you.
That's okay. That was your one shot.
So chole is basically chickpeas
Okay.
that's mixed with like tomatoes, onions, garlic, ginger, spices,
Okay.
masala. To clarify, masala is basically just another name for spices. So when
I
someone
did
says,
not know this.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
So
it?
there's not a specific spice called masala.
For my entire life, thought like masala was one thing. It's
No.
just a mixture of spices.
Yeah.
But it could be any mixture.
It can be
can
any
be any
mixture.
See,
mixture.
like this is Pani Puri masala.
Exactly.
The spices for the Pani Puri juice. This is Chole Bhature masala.
Yeah.
So they all have the same. Like this is masala dosa.
So you could be getting a masala, but not know what combination
Yeah,
you're
don't
going to
know
get.
what's in it. Correct.
Interesting.
Apart from there's one which is like garam masala, which is
Yeah.
the same. Like that's a specific type of spice,
Yeah.
which is
Okay.
an extra spice.
Masala is just spice mixture.
So it's a little roll of the dice every time.
Yeah. Ooh, what is it gonna be?
And then you've got bhatura as well, which are supposed to be fluffier. Just, I know people in the comments will be like, "Oh my god, that should be
not
fluffier."
fluffy.
It's not fluffier. It kind of in transit.
Looks like a fry bread.
They lost it.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
Yes.
it's usually like
It's usually
big
like up here,
circular-
like in
yeah,
a
exactly.
Oh, really? So
in a
it's
bowl.
real big.
It's real big. That's your bread, and that's your gravy. You kind of dip the bread.
It's like
into
your hummus
gravy.
and bread. You like dip it
Yeah.
in, scoop
Okay.
some, and yeah.
Chickpea seems to be
it's-
a lot in a lot of things.
Chickpea, yeah. So just to clarify, a lot of this stuff that we're doing today is vegetarian, specifically because I'm vegetarian.
Yeah.
So to make sure that I could eat everything, everyone's kindly, well, I mean, everyone, Rachel and I discussed that we'll do
I
everything vegetarian.
love that's the
It
good thing
still
about Indian
works.
food.
Yeah.
Everything that's vegetarian is so flavorful. Like
Yep.
you'll never get tired of being vegetarian if you're in, like, in
Yeah,
any
just
Indian
for
country.
my edification as we are moving forward, let me know what, if it wasn't vegetarian, what would be in it.
Chole Bhature is one of the most popular street food dishes
Right.
in northern India.
Okay.
Like this is as it is. There's nothing that replicates it.
This is the version. There's
Okay.
no like chicken
Okay,
version.
okay.
Okay, do you want to like go
Yeah,
over, like,
take
put some
it
on our
in.
plate?
Go on, take some onto your plate.
There you go.
Just a little bit for now, I guess.
So you're saying this is a big street food
It's huge street
version.
food.
So is this also a traditional at-home dish at all, or is it?
Yeah, it's so big.
In North Indian Punjabi culture, this is like very big. And then, yeah, just tear off a little piece
Just
of
rip
that.
it off.
Rip it off.
Okay. And you were saying earlier that a lot of the fare that we'll be eating and a lot of the way that you attack the food is with hands.
It
with
is
hands.
with hands.
So yeah, we washed all of our hands thoroughly
Thank you.
before we started. And the utensils to eat a lot of Indian food is your hands.
Would this be more common or less common than naan?
For this combination,
It's this.
it's this.
Interesting.
Yeah, you don't really eat this with naan.
You don't really. You can.
You can.
But chole bhature is it's like its thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and
it's
this is
the
like,
thin
you know,
nature of it. Okay,
it's
that
a more
changes
North
it.
Indian dish, but it's so popular in
Okay.
South India because
Okay.
that's just how
Yeah.
big it is.
Okay.
Okay,
All right,
guys.
let's
so
do it.
rip off your little piece.
We rip off a
little
piece, a
piece,
tiny piece.
put
You
it
guys
on
are going
top.
small.
And
Kind
then,
of
like,
grab.
cup it.
Yeah, cup
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So you got it like that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, guys.
Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is what I'm talking about, dude. This is the Indian food I know.
It's fire.
That's so. Where'd you go?
That's
The
really
place.
good.
So good.
This is we're top notch in here. This is great.
This is really.
yeah.
This is. The thing is, I'm saying it's so good because it's this is what it tastes like. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Really?
I'm glad it
That's
tastes
cool.
what it's supposed to taste like.
Yeah.
Now, is this main dish style, or is this still kind of in the appetizer realm?
Still appetizer realm.
Really?
A mixture.
Okay,
It
because I
can
was
be a
gonna say
main
I
dish.
could eat this whole thing for a meal.
Yeah.
I'm feeling appetizer as I eat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you eat a little bit, it's appetizer, you eat a lot, it's your main
Yeah,
dish.
exactly.
That's
kind of
the
it.
quantity.
Like the other day, me and my wife had like 30 Pani Puris each, and that was just our dinner. It's like,
Yeah, I could keep doing this all day.
This you could get on the streets for like 50, 60 cents.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like a plate of this for 50, 60 cents.
And those will be fluffy. It'll be up here. You like poke a hole. You just watch it kind of deflate, and you start like.
Ooh, again, an experience, an event.
It is an experience.
And Kevin went down this rabbit hole at some point when he
Yeah.
started looking at Indian street food videos.
Have you seen these, Joe?
Oh my God.
don't-
Unbelievable.
I mean, I gotta be honest. It's gross what you see, the way the hygiene of it all. They use like their hands to like stir everything. I mean, I saw videos of like rats like all
Yeah.
around
Amazing.
places like that.
Oh, that's when you know it's
And
good stuff.
That's what Abhi is telling me. He's like, that's
They're just
when
quality
it's the good.
checking.
That's, I mean, maybe.
It just sucks because like that is the stuff that goes viral. So
Yeah.
then that's
That's what I
literally
figured
Yeah.
too.
you
I'm
think-
like, this is the stuff that wants to get the views.
You know?
Yeah.
It's the sweat in that guy's hands that makes the pani taste better. And you know, that's
It's the salt. It's the masala.
Yeah. It's the masala. The human masala.
Oh my gosh.
Masala too, Joe. Sometimes they call films masala films. Did you know this?
No.
'Cause
Like
it's
spicy. It's like a
'cause
spicy
It's
movie.
spicy, but it's also a mixture of genres. It's like romance, action, thriller.
not know that. That's,
and they call it a masala,
Masala
film.
movie.
I like
Makes
that.
sense.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
There hasn't been a good masala movie in a while, actually.
Really?
It has not been.
Ooh, a little masala critic over
you-
here.
Dude, there's some Indian films though that like have the craziest, coolest action things.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's the best.
Oh, yeah.
It's so
Do you have any,
entertaining.
like, favorites?
I have some clips,
let's
but I
watch
don't.
something.
You want to watch something?
Why not? Like one little
I
quick
feel
clip.
like I'm at home. Like I literally
We're
feel
just
like
eating
I'm at
Indian
home.
food, watching Indian movies.
I know.
It's just a Friday night for me and Rachel.
I love in Indian cinema how it's just so grandiose and
Yeah.
they just lean into anything and everything, even if it's cringe. Like it doesn't matter.
Nope.
They're just
They
having
just go all
fun.
in. They go all in.
They're
Yeah.
having fun. It's like
Yeah.
old school. I don't even want to say it's old school Hollywood, but it just feels so new and fresh. And it seems like every
this
single
Singham?
day they're
It's
just.
a single.
I've seen this so many
I've
times.
seen it so many times too.
Car keeps going.
I want this guy to be my dad.
I mean, it's just the craziest action stuff ever.
is
Part of
where-
it too. I'm like, I don't know how they did it.
Is this where he pulls him out of the thing?
Yeah.
This is so good. Bullet flies. This
Car
is
I
is
so
love that
flipping
this was
towards
your
you, man.
go-to.
Yeah, I know. I love it. This is your go-to.
He's gonna lift up his arm. He's got to get that guy out of the car.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Amazing.
Scene
It's
by
so
scene.
cool.
Bam.
It looks so good.
Yeah. Oh man.
So good.
I love it, dude. I love it so much.
It's actually a really good movie, by the way. If you've
It
not seen
is,
it,
it
Singham
is,
is a
it
very
is,
good
it
movie.
is.
The director of this movie is called Rohit Shetty.
Okay.
Amazing.
Amazing. So he's known for like these style of like crazy action-packed
Like
movies.
the budget on his movies are wild.
Really?
They're
Massive.
wild.
Yeah.
They're really good. Really good movies. We should do a movie night next time, guys.
Well, let's rate this dish.
Yeah, what do you guys rate it?
10. This is great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I really like it.
It's a 10 for me too.
What? You guys are going 10 for everything.
Tough critic over there. What do you think?
I'd
it
give
is?
this a 10 as well.
I'm sorry. I'd genuinely give it a 10.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough. That
Okay.
means you, because I think you
I
know where you're going.
where I can get to with Indian food.
This for stupid little white boy palate that I have. This is a gateway drug. I feel like this would get me through the door and make me believe that I'm going into something that
So you're like
I can
easing
handle.
now. You feel comfortable.
Yeah, like
Good.
this is really good. I think somebody that has not had any Indian food before
Yeah.
could sit down and have this and be like, okay, I'm in for a treat.
I don't think I realized you really hadn't had like any Indian food, really. Yeah, dang, dude.
This is good. It's like a first genuine
Yeah.
reaction. Yeah.
I've never invited Joe over, so
We've worked together for 2 years.
yeah, it's wild. Joe, you should come over. I've been saying that for 2 years.
Absolutely not.
Okay, Rachel, you're gonna hit us with the next one.
Okay, yes. This next thing is a very South Indian thing. It's called dosa. So this
Dosa.
thing around, which is kind of like, I guess, a crepe-ish, but
Yeah.
the flavor of this is very like a savory, I guess, a savory crepe. And you could get it with any type of filling on the inside, or you could eat it alone. So usually this is like a breakfast thing in South India, but I found out in North India it's more of a dinner type thing. So
Really?
it's not, yeah. So we eat it at different times of the day as well.
We're all learning.
This always comes just how like chole comes with the bhature, those two.
Yeah.
Usually this always comes with sambar. This is like a lentil soup,
Okay.
I would say.
I was gonna say that looks like Campbell's vegetable soup.
Yes, it kind of is like that. And there's usually carrots, onions, and then it usually comes with 2 chutneys.
Yes.
I'm thinking this is like a coconut chutney, which we usually eat it with, and tomato.
Chutney
Yes.
Sorry. Just like, is it just being, what is chutney?
I guess sauce. Like
Just
a,
sauce. It's
It's like a
dipping
condiment
sauce.
dish.
Yeah,
Like
condiment.
something
Yeah.
on the side.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it could be any type
It
of
could be
sauce.
anything. Usually, though, when I think like masala dosa breakfast, it looks exactly like this. You have
Okay.
sambar, you have tomato chutney, and coconut. You could pick whichever ones.
Okay.
Coconut chutney goes in hard. Coconut chutney
Yeah.
is so good.
It's my favorite.
So
It's
good.
genuinely my favorite. So this is masala. The inside is potatoes
Okay.
with that seasoning, masala seasoning. You could get 100 different varieties.
Yes.
You could get it with cheese. You could get it with
Meats,
onions.
yeah.
You could
Okay.
get it with chicken. You
Yeah.
could get it with anything.
This
So
is
Yeah.
like a Indian omelet. It seems
it is
like
like
a
it
little
kind
bit.
of, but this is I would say is a standard. Shall we try it?
Yeah.
Do you have anything
Yeah,
you want to say
girl.
about it?
Yeah, just I
do
think
it.
just cut it
Dig
in
in,
half or
yeah.
tear a little piece each and
Cut it with okay.
just that, I think. Yeah. Like that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so it's like a little bit of hash browns in the morning.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Let me give that one to Joe
Okay.
because that feels like a good piece with the crispiness on the outside.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Of
it.
course, you are so welcome.
And this is what Indian food's generally like: is someone serves you, because the culture of
Yes.
serving people is very
Yeah.
big.
This smells like
You don't really go for yourself.
breakfast. This smells
Yeah.
like a diner. I'm
Yeah.
sitting down.
This is a very good popular breakfast. I mean,
Yeah.
I grew up having this for breakfast as well.
They just slid me over a plate of bacon and hash browns with onions in them. That's exactly what this smells like.
Oh, I would come get some of this.
Oh, get the
sauce.
chutneys.
Chutney and the-
Oh, he's got his own.
so
You have your
good.
own?
It smells great.
He has his own sambar, but get this chutney.
So sorry, we kind of talked over it, but the culture of serving is a big deal.
It is. It is. I think it would be considered rude if you like reached over and just put your own plate and you didn't for anyone else. Like that's
Okay.
very rude.
So if I was to come over for dinner, which you've never invited me for,
Yeah.
you
Which
would,
is very un-Indian
That's
of me.
very rare. It's like you meet someone, you take them to your house to cook them
It's
food.
so un-Indian of me, but
but to be fair, Rachel hasn't invited me over either.
That's
so.
true. That's
Come for
true.
the 3-hour drive.
Do you have any
But you would
spoons?
serve me at your place. You,
Yes.
You wouldn't just make
We'd
food.
serve you, and the culture is that serve you until you literally cannot move.
And so you feel like you want to like die.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like,
The sambar goes on top of
It doesn't
the
go on
dosa.
top.
It doesn't go
Oh.
on top usually. Like
Do you
if you
dip
have
it?
your own bowl,
yeah, you
just
dip it.
dip
Try
in.
and dip it if you can.
Why
Okay.
not just?
Should we just all
let's
try
all
to
just
get
dip
in?
one
Okay.
a single dip first.
Go ahead and dip it
Oh my
first.
god, the texture of this, the dosa. 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah.
Whoa!
That's breakfast, baby.
Yeah.
That's good.
And have it with the chutney. Give him some coconut chutney.
Oh, yeah.
Sambar
try
is spicy.
coconut.
Sambar is spicy. Sambar is
I
meant
like
to have a
it.
kick.
Didn't
That's-
expect the kick.
That's my favorite thing ever. I could drink that out the bowl.
You can't, yeah.
So good.
Is the spice kick coming from the bowl or is it coming
The
from
bowl.
the?
The bowl.
Wow, I didn't expect the kick.
That is my favorite chutney ever.
The coconut.
Yeah. So bloody good.
Yeah, this is like if you went out and had a night and you're feeling a little hungy over.
Yeah. This is a great
It would
hangover.
be fantastic.
Oh, just soaking it up. This is really good, guys.
This is like perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Tastes exactly like my mom's.
How long does it take to prepare something like this?
few days,
So yeah,
technically.
so this
Really?
is made with like a fermented rice
Right. You have to
let it
flour.
ferment.
So you have to get like rice, and we have like a grinder in our house. So the grinder is only used for this. It's literally 2 stones that go in like circular
Wow.
motions, and that goes. You let that run for like 5-6 hours. We put it like in an oven with the light on, so it's like a little bit of heat, a little bit of warmth, and you
Right.
let it rise for like 24 hours, and then you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You better like it.
Yeah.
And that builds your batter, basically.
Yeah.
So then once that batter's been built, you can use it for the week or
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah,
It's
and you
like-
can use that batter for other things,
Other
like
things,
idli
yeah.
or whatever.
But
yeah.
once that's ready, you can wake up in the morning. This probably just goes together pretty
like
quick.
pancakes, like you
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
pour it.
Oh, love it. Really
What
good.
are you guys feeling about it? What's the number? That's
I give the other one a 10. Complete
gonna-
different vibe,
Yeah,
but
it's
I
hard
really,
to-
really like it. And I
it's hard
really
to
like
compare. Yeah.
I mean, it's like a 9 to 10.
Okay, I'm gonna say an 8.
That's
for
really
me.
good.
Your favorite one so far?
It's went
Favorite
up.
one so far for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel bad, but I've put myself in a corner by
I told
giving the
you,
first
dude.
one a 10. But I still think it's important that one's a 10 because it, again, gateway drug.
Yeah, that was also a 10 for me. It's so bad.
this is good.
I'm trying to be real, but that was a 10.
We've only picked 10s that
I
we
know.
like. So
yeah.
that's the issue.
I've literally picked
Like, we
my
didn't-
favorite 4, and
Yeah.
you picked your favorite
Yeah,
4.
exactly.
So.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. 'Tis the season for masks, but we're talking those creepy plastic recreations of past presidents and homicidal movie icons, not the other personal masks that we subconsciously create and tend to hide behind at school or work or Arby's. Those fries are good, curly ones. Look, I think we'd all like to rip that mask off like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible and reveal our true emotional selves more often, but sometimes it's a scary. Guess what? This is where therapy can help. My most troubling mask is the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people pleaser. Sometimes it's hard for me to look past the needs of others and put my happiness first. And therapy has assisted me in finding the power to rip that mask off every once in a while and, breathe. It's about creating boundaries, y'all. Right, Julian?
That's right.
That's right. BetterHelp can help you do just that. It's entirely online, flexible, super convenient, and is malleable to your schedule. All you gotta do is fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist who, if you don't like, you can just click a button and it go away and you replace it with another one. No charge. So take off that mask with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/reactpod today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/reactpod. And remember, just clicking that link down below helps us here on the channel, helps us keep this place running. So help yourself while helping us, and we'll continue to keep helping you digitally stay entertained. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you to BetterHelp. Back to the episode.
Okay, let's move on. Abhi, you got this for us, right?
Yes. Okay. So we've had breakfast, we've had appetizers, we've had like appetizer / Chole Bhature could be dinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is something called Dahi Bhalla.
Okay.
Dahi Bhalla.
Dahi Bhalla. Or in other places it's called Dahi Vada.
That's for me.
Dahi
That's
Vada?
how I know
Really?
it as. Yeah.
Or Bhalla is basically like this lentil batter that's spiced. It's then made into small balls and then it's deep fried until it's golden. And then they're soaked and well beaten in chilled yogurt over like night. And then you put all of these spices, masala, sweet yogurt, and a whole mixture, and it becomes this
Fluffy,
mix match, fluffy.
yeah.
This looks like an orgy of flavors.
Yeah,
It
does.
is.
It
Yeah.
does.
But it is.
Yeah. Okay. And textures. I'm very interested.
Yogurt is used quite a bit too. I feel like that's like the base of
I think in
so
every
many
single meal
things.
we've there's always yogurt. I feel like yogurt is a perfect way to like make it a little more creamier base,
It
but also
does.
it cuts the spice by
Yeah.
a lot.
So
if there was no
yogurt-
yogurt, it'd be
Sorry,
bad.
sorry.
No, it just would be different without yogurt.
Okay, so Scared to Eat Joe back in the day would see this and
And
be
not.
like, "Ooh, I don't know about this.
Yeah,
I don't know about
it.
this."
Does look like a lot. It's just because they literally beat it overnight,
Yeah.
and you have like it ferments and it gets fluffy. So that's what kind of looks.
Yeah, it's probably the least looking appetizing thing that we've had
100%.
so far.
But that's also because we didn't plate it quite nicely. So it just they're usually plated nicer. Okay, dig in, guys.
So this is just you
You
take
just
a
eat it.
Take a spoon and
take
put
a
it onto your
spoonful?
plate.
Okay. This is
Just
a clean
scoop
spoon.
one, yeah.
So I should get some of this.
Yeah.
Yes,
get some of
scoop
that.
it up with like some yogurt, and also has chana in it,
Yeah,
right?
there's chickpeas in this as well.
Yeah, same as those chickpeas, but different.
Is that a good scoop?
That is good.
I have a little bit.
So the big
Yeah,
chunks.
that's
Good.
What are the bigger chunks? Lentils? Ground lentils?
The bigger chunks is the bhalla or the vada, which
Okay.
is the round
Like
fritter.
a dough. It's a dough.
Yeah.
It's a dough.
Oh, okay.
It's a lentil fritter that's
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing that's mainly fried.
I'm really excited for this. This is something that like I've not seen
have it
or even
over
like
there?
heard of. Yeah, I got it. I
Okay.
got it. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can
Thank you so
see.
much.
Can you see that? Like the sort
Oh,
of
okay.
texture inside.
Not
Yeah,
what I
you can see
expected.
it.
Looks like a little biscuit.
Yes.
What time of day are we usually eating this dish?
Lunch, dinner. This
Yeah,
is not
lunch,
a
dinner.
breakfast.
This is not a breakfast
at
item
all.
at all.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Cheers, guys.
Ready?
Cheers. Thank you.
Street food for sure.
Wow. That is not what I was expecting at all.
It's a really subdued flavor.
There's a
it's-
lot of
it's
yogurt.
Entering, I was gonna say it's entering a territory for me, which I struggle with. Sour creamy.
Oh, because of the yogurt. In the way.
Yes, but there's also a little bit of
Yeah, it
like
does have a sour cream
tanginess
texture.
to
Yeah.
it. I struggle with sour cream, so this one isn't hitting as hard. However, it's definitely not as strong as like a sour cream. It's
Yeah.
like Joe said, it's subtle.
This is the least flavorful
Yeah.
dish so far.
Which is kind of what you need, because imagine eating all the spice, all
yeah.
the spice. It just, like your stomach kind of
That's
feels
true.
like your mouth feels chilling. Right
If
now.
I paired this with like on the side a little bit of this with something spicy,
Yeah.
it would probably be.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's a palate cleanser of sorts.
So
Yeah.
this is part of chaat. So chaat is almost like street food, snack food. So this and this, the Pani Puri and Dahi Bhalla is like a usual snack foods that you kind of have on the streets.
Okay.
Like when you go on a street food tour, you have a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. You're just having all these different
Yeah.
flavors. So it's like, it's doughy, but it's nice and not as crazy as some of the other ones, basically.
Totally. Yeah.
And this is we're eating it if it's cold.
Yeah.
Is it served this way?
Yes, because
Okay.
yogurt, like it has to be like served cold. But what are your thoughts?
It's my least favorite, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I give it like a
5.
5. I give it a 5.
5.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
It's not bad.
I give it like a Like a 6?
I'd give it a 6 or 7.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's not
Okay.
your guys' favorite either.
No.
It's kind of like when you have all these meals, it's like that's the one other thing. Like that's part of the
I see.
rotation.
It's just
I would
in
say.
there. Yeah.
But some people, it's a 10. Like some people love this
sure.
kind of flavor. And
Yeah.
if you have it authentically, it's supposed to be a little bit more flavorful than what we just had.
I'm
'cause
sure.
This was, no
Our
offense, it was
version.
not very good.
Okay.
This specific preparation of it.
Let's move on. I think we got to do a switch out, right?
Yeah, let's switch this all out. 1, 2, 3.
So fast, guys. That was crazy.
The next item is
Yes.
this dhokla. That's from Gujarat. So I'm Gujarati, which is the western part of India,
Okay.
northwestern part of India. And this is a very popular breakfast item, snack item. Like it's just a very popular snack.
Giving a cornbread vibe.
It does look like cornbread.
That's a good one. Yeah.
And we got chutney with this as well.
Yeah, it's very spongy, juicy. I love this.
So you guys love this one.
I do.
I love it.
I'm looking forward to this one.
I'm just going to give it to you. Go on, John.
Thank you,
First
sir.
time when I first saw this in the studio, I thought it was cheese, to be honest with you. Like a paneer type of cheese.
If you are one of the audio listeners and you're not watching the video right now, one of the things that we were commenting on is just how colorful
It's so colorful.
Yeah.
the whole spread is.
Yes.
It's really cool. It's just vibrant is a good way to
Vibrant,
put it.
yep.
How would we describe what this green chutney is going to be?
It's a cilantro
Cilantro
mint
mint,
chutney
yeah.
with chilies and
cilantro.
It's my
mint.
favorite.
And then that's a
that's a tamarind chutney.
tamarind chutney.
Tamarind
So I
We're
should
gonna
do
be-
them separately.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can. And then you just
Going in.
Okay,
Ready,
here we go.
guys?
Rachel eating with a fork. No one
I don't
ever
know
does
why I did that.
but-
That was embarrassing. Me.
Whoa. That's dense.
Dense is a good word.
It's a good one.
You can really taste the cilantro because the first thing I'm thinking is kind of got like a Mexican vibe.
Man, this is just a vehicle for the chutney right now for me.
Vehicle.
It's really what it is, right? Like,
Yeah.
are you guys ever eating these without a sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So the specific ones which are flavored a little bit better with extra coconut shreds on top.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
The
That's my
green
favorite one.
chutney? Or the
tamarind.
red?
The red
Tamarind.
one. Did you get any of that?
No, but I've had that. I know what you're talking about.
It's really
yeah.
good. Kind of sweet.
This is a little bit denser.
Okay.
There are some that are a lot fluffier.
Yeah,
It literally
you
feels
can
like
literally
eat-
squeeze it like this
Yeah.
and it'll be juicy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa.
those are really
fire,
those are
yeah.
my favorite ones. Yeah, ratings.
I'm giving this a 7. I like this.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's very, for me, contingent on what you're dipping it in.
Yeah,
So the overall experience, I'll give like a 7. Yeah.
I give it a 7 as well.
I'd give like not these ones.
But in general,
in
I give it
general,
like a
I'd
9.
give like an 8 or a 9.
Yeah.
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 Do you have this often?
Not as often as I'd like to.
Yeah.
Have. My mum would make them fresh. I know, like you have to steam it. There's a whole process of like you steam these.
Geez, just
and
another,
Yeah.
a lot of steps,
Yeah.
another
You
24
ferment the
hour.
batter. You steam it. You put all of
Yeah,
the.
the fermentation is crazy how much that happens with all the batters. Yeah, it takes
But
so
it's really
long.
nice because once you ferment it, you're like, what dish do I want to make? Because
Anything.
it can help
Yeah.
you make a lot of things.
Okay.
Okay, next up, is this from Rachel?
I did bring this. So
The
this,
South
I
Indian
would
has
say,
brought-
the South Indian has brought a North Indian dish. It's just, I feel like even here, like North Indian dishes are just more popular, easier to find. So this is called Kadai Paneer. Kadai
Kadai
means pot, pan.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the paneer that's made in a pan. Of course, we have, like paneer tikka masala. Like that's the more, I would say, popular one. But this is more like specific, I think, in my opinion, more flavorful. And I know Abhi has brought, what did you bring?
Yeah, so to pair with the Kadai Paneer, we bought this bread. So another thing in Indian culture is there's lots of different types of bread. We had bhature,
Yeah.
we had naan. This is something called Amritsari kulcha.
Whoa.
The
So-
pronunciation.
Amritsar is a place in India.
Okay.
So that place is known for doing this specific type of kulcha. Kulcha is a type of bread. It's stuffed with potatoes and spices and topped
Ooh.
with black sesame seeds and nigella and white sesame seeds. And it's like a very nice bread.
This combination is going to go crazy because
Yeah.
that by itself is already
Well,
like.
if you pull this apart, Joe, if you take that bread and pull it apart,
for
it's
it.
a very unique pull. It's like it has like some. It's moist in a way. It's like it doesn't break the same way bread would normally break.
It breaks easier, no?
Easier, yeah. What is paneer?
Indian cottage
Indian
cheese.
cottage cheese. So
That's
it's
why I love
very
it.
different. This is like a huge source of protein, I
Yeah.
guess, for Indian people.
Try the bread without anything on it first.
Yeah, try
Yeah,
that.
that's a good
Try
idea.
that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Some people have something like this with just yogurt. And like that's a dish, like a little bit more.
Wow.
Okay,
Okay.
go for that.
So I take a big old
Get a
scoop
chunk
of this guy.
of the paneer.
So the
in it.
paneer hits for me. I love it so much.
So the chunk is the
Paneer. Yeah, the cheese. And then it's in like a masala again, right?
But I'm pretty sure I've only had like a spinach paneer dish type of thing.
That's palak paneer,
Yes,
spinach paneer.
that's what I've
yeah.
had. Yeah.
That's like the green one, right?
Should I bust it up?
Here we go. We
Yeah, I
got
was gonna say,
the,
look at the inside. You can see the
Yeah, the
paneer.
cheese.
You got it. You got it inside the thing. Okay,
Oh,
guys.
okay.
Here we go.
and then make sure it's saucy enough
Saucy,
there,
yeah.
sauce.
Grab the sauce.
and
Perfect.
then
All right.
in your mouth.
Dude, that's it.
There we go.
This is
at
the
a
Indian
rave.
food. This is what you're used to, Kevin, because this is like the most popular style of Indian cuisine when you go to Indian takeouts.
We found
I
our
needed-
10.
I think I needed more
I
sauce.
think you need more sauce. And you need to eat the whole block of
Dude,
that.
every
So you should do the whole block.
Do the whole block.
whole block. Every part of that is amazing to me.
There we go. That's a good bite right there. There's so
Favorite.
many flavors.
I feel like this can fill you up.
This is like a dinner meal.
This is what
this
you'd
like a
eat,
dinner.
yeah.
And I mean, again, like just like health and wellness wise, the base to any curry is ginger and garlic paste. So
Perfect.
it's literally there's so much ginger in here, digestion, but also keeps you from getting sick.
Yeah.
You know?
The cheese texture is
Different.
different. It's not what I expected. You expected it to be maybe even a little spongier. Flavors are great. It's great with the bread that we paired with, this is not common.
Not necessarily. It's not like, oh yeah, these are the dishes that you do together, but
Yeah.
you can have them together.
It's really good. Feel like I would get full going to town on this, and like you said, all of a sudden be like, ooh.
That's what happens,
It
dude.
just hits you in the face. You're like, I'm actually really full. Yeah.
That was Indian night for us. It was just getting stuffed to the brim with
Yeah.
Indian food.
Yeah.
So good.
Sounds like
It's
every
really
day.
good. Is this one of your guys' favorite?
Yes,
Yes,
this is my
100%.
favorite. And
Yeah.
again, this is not the most common one, right? But it's still like there's so many different ways to make
Yeah.
a paneer curry. There's
Right.
like a million different ways. This is one of them.
And this is a really good one.
This is really
This
good.
sounds
So
like a
Kadai Paneer, Kadai is the one that's usually a little bit spicier than tikka masala.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, this definitely had a kick to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
supposed to be spicier.
Because
Yeah.
it's like drier. You know, the other ones it's more yogurty,
Yeah.
so it cancels out more spice.
Yeah, I was
see.
going to say this one.
There has no yogurt. I don't think there's any yogurt.
This is
in
no
there.
yogurt in this.
I'm
yeah.
not getting my butt kicked by spice at all.
No, it's
Amazing.
not butt kicked, but I feel it.
Okay,
really good.
ratings.
I'm going 10.
It's like a 9.5, 9.5.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that was
this
your
is
first 10.
Yeah, this is easily 10.
You were waiting for
I'm
this,
glad
weren't
you
you?
tapped on that.
This is nostalgic for Kevin. That's what
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
9.5. Does this take 7 days to make?
No,
no, this
is
is
like a
probably
good
not as
hour.
bad.
30
Yeah.
minutes to an hour.
Hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
That's a 10 for me.
Dinner wise, this is a 10.
Dinner.
Yeah.
It's a
Out
full
of everything,
meal.
like
It's a full
9
meal.
so far, but like
Yeah, 9.5, 10. It's really
Yeah.
good.
So this next one.
Okay, so we got here, it's a spinach dum biryani. Dum is another word for smoke or like steamed smoked. So what biryani is, it's rice with a lot of flavors in it. Like you could think fried rice and you steam it in a pressure cooker with like a lot of other flavors. I would say the most popular one in South India is like a chicken biryani. But here again, we have spinach. You were talking about palak paneer earlier.
Right.
There's chunks of paneer in here,
I
which
see it.
are green. And the difference between this and a dum biryani, it has more, I guess, more flavorful in a way.
Okay.
Because what you do is you, after you're done making the food in your pressure cooker, you transfer it to a big pot that has water in it and you let it boil. So it has that like steamed. Wow. It's like another flavor aspect,
Yeah.
I guess. to
Such
it.
a process.
Yeah.
It is.
And biryani specifically has like, it's the way you layer the rice and the things, and
Yeah.
that's how you cook it. So it's like a layering process, which
Yeah.
what makes it biryani as opposed to just a rice or a fried
yeah,
rice.
yeah.
I see.
You like make your layers first, and at the very end, this is what it's mixed.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
when
Okay.
you like open it up, you just see the layers.
Wow.
Cool.
This one looks great.
7-layer dip.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Get another big chunk of the paneer, Joe.
Yeah, if you want. Do you want some paneer? Joe?
Oh, he better.
Thank you,
Ever
sir.
since you said you found your 10, you're just.
So would this be something that would have meat in it sometimes?
Yeah.
I would say it's more common,
common.
for me.
Like a chicken fried rice, like you
Yeah.
were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of.
But now it's a spinach fried rice.
Yeah.
Hyderabadi biryani is
So this
chicken.
is yes. So this is from the south mostly.
If I was
Right.
to equate it visually, it looks like rice-a-roni.
Campbell's chicken noodle soup and rice-a-roni. What's the other?
It's just we're getting a real
Yep.
understanding here.
Just letting the viewers know what's going on.
I
here.
know they do.
Okay,
Okay,
It's
ready?
very colorful.
This is not how my mom makes it.
Yeah, this one feels a bit milder than.
Yeah, it's.
I was
very
gonna
mild.
say it's not super powerful with the flavor.
Yeah.
I like the texture. I like that I know it could have different flavors. This one isn't necessarily hitting it for me, but I could see all the different varieties that we could get into and how
Totally.
it could totally assist any of these other great dishes that we're eating. Yeah, is this
I
a
agree with
side
you.
dish or is this more of a?
No, this is like a main dish.
This is a meal.
Yeah, if there was chicken or something in here, for sure, I
Yeah.
think you would.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah, it
this.
definitely varies restaurant to restaurant
Yeah.
because this is not. I will say it's not like
Oh
hitting.
snap!
It's not
Didn't
hitting
pass
for
the
us either.
test.
And actually, yeah, you're saying it's South Indian. So this is a very popular dish in South India.
South India,
But
okay.
also North India. Because technically biryani is not from India. It's from like the Middle East. There was a time where there was an empire called the Mughal Empire.
Okay.
The Mughal Empire invaded India before the Brits did.
Right.
And they basically brought this cultural stuff across.
I see. Okay.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then basically they also went to this specific area in South India called Hyderabad, where they had like some rulers and kings there. And that's why Hyderabadi biryani is a very famous biryani, which has chicken in it. And that's
I see.
That's
Okay.
very flavorful. Like that, like for these kind of dishes, you don't need like a dipping sauce or anything
Yeah.
because it's by itself. This doesn't hit, but usually a lot of flavors go
So you
on.
guys are saying this is not quite the representation.
yeah.
Yes.
Dang.
100%.
That's okay.
All right.
That's okay.
And then I'm trying to think that should our scores be a little bit leaning towards.
Well, my score is
You
gonna.
should do it
It's like
equal
a
to this.
For the dish.
for this one 3 or 4.
I was gonna say a 4.
Just because of there isn't much of a flavor.
There isn't.
Yeah.
There isn't. I agree with you.
But
Yeah, same.
I could see where it goes, and it's probably like up in the 7
One more,
range.
one more hit of some flavor in there would
Like a
totally
spice
bring this
and a
up.
salt,
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's so many flavors in this. There's usually like, you can feel like a cardamom, like
Right.
Sometimes there's like a
a
rose
kick, a
flavor.
rose.
Oh.
I'm not getting any of that in this
Yeah,
one.
me
All
too.
right, we're gonna
It's
write
like
a bad
flat.
review on Yelp after this.
Yes. It's interesting because these two things came from the same place. But isn't that
Oh,
isn't this
really?
so
Great.
fire? It's,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It really varies. Not even per
differs, yeah.
restaurant, like in the restaurant, it's different.
That's why mum's food is the best.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Go to mom's restaurant.
Mum's food.
All right, Abhi, is it time for dessert? We got to wrap this up as
I
soon as we
think it
can.
is.
Yeah, let's do dessert quickly.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
Rachel first.
Okay, yeah. So
This is so
quickly-
cool looking. I'm
Yes.
ready for this.
So this is called ladoo. Anything circular is ladoo, like that looks like this. It's called specifically for this one. It's called Boondi Ladoo. Boondi is the little round balls that are in it. It's
Right.
basically fried. What is it? What's
It's
it?
also
batter?
chickpea flour.
Chickpea. Yeah.
Little droplets of
It's
chickpea.
droplets. So you put
chickpea
them in
flour.
like a little sieve, like
Yeah.
a strainer.
Same
You
same
fry
base
them all.
ingredient.
They all are like, you get like a bunch of them,
Yeah.
hundreds of them. You put a little bit of ghee, which is oil in your hands, and you roll it together and you let it sit until it hardens up. So based off the different doughs that are used, there's a multitude of different kinds. You could have this with like little smaller ones, which is like a different type of flour. So this is, I would say, is the most popular one.
Yeah, I mean, for audio listeners, it's an orange ball that looks like it's made up of a bunch of tiny littler balls,
Yeah.
smushed together into one thing.
It's like
And
a
orange.
fruitcake.
Yeah,
It is. You just kind of grab one.
Okay.
and this is a dessert.
It is a dessert.
oh my gosh, it is
And
dense.
it is
It's
dense.
heavy. I know.
You just take a bite out of it.
wow.
Okay, you ready?
Ready?
guys.
Let's go for it.
Cheers.
Whoa!
That's a good one. From the temple does not go
Good
wrong.
stuff.
Wow.
This is good stuff.
That's not what I expected.
No.
It's got that sugary fall apartiness.
Like crystallized, but when it melts.
This surprised the hell out of me, dude.
Yeah.
I just was not
look so
expecting
shocked.
that at all.
Yeah, what else is in this? Chickpea and what?
That's literally it.
No way.
Yeah, it's a sugar. After you're done, you put it into sugar syrup. So after you fry the chickpeas, it's a bunch of little balls. You transfer it to a simple syrup, just sugar and
Just
water.
let it sit in there for a little
You
bit.
let it sit in there, take it out when it's cold, put some like butter in your hands, roll it up, tight little balls, let it sit. That's literally
Of course,
it.
there's like nuts and pistachios and like there's all these other extra.
Can
elements.
garnish it with.
It's all
yeah.
the, it's all the,
raisins,
it's all, there's
it's
some
all mixed
masala in
in.
here as well.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm hearing good things.
How many would you eat in a sitting? Because I feel
Like
like
one max, like
Yeah, I was
four.
gonna
I was gonna
say.
say, one is like doing it.
stomach-
But no, it got me.
No, no, but there were also competitions of how many of these you can eat.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Your
That'd make
eyes
you
cannot
sick.
be bigger than your stomach here because these a couple bites in, I'm like, oh
Yeah,
my
even if you
god.
don't
Yeah.
chew it, it just melts. Yeah. What do you guys think?
9.
9.
That's
I'm about
a
a
nine.
9.
Nine's a good. yeah.
Nice.
And that dish, which is the other dessert, ras malai, also same base. That's a soft, spongy cheese ball
That's a cheese
made out of
Yeah.
veneer.
that we're about to eat for
That
dessert.
you're
Yeah.
about to eat
Eat
for
it for
dessert.
dessert.
It's gonna blow your mind. Wow,
Yeah.
it's one of my favorites.
Cheese
Cheesecake.
dessert. Cheesecake, yeah.
What you're seeing is the circular thing is the cheese, and then you've got this milky condensed milk,
Thank you.
saffron flavored, rose flavored
Okay.
milk that should sit on top of that, and you should soak it in it as well, and that really helps. So
You
I take
said
a little-
rose water too, didn't you?
Yeah, rose water as well.
Yeah, so it's like almost like a white soup for audio listeners with little bits of white cheese, almost
Like
circular.
a circular cheese ball kind
Cheese
of.
Feels like
balls.
something I'd eat at a wedding.
It does.
Yeah, it is a very rural
It is a
dessert.
wedding one, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not your. This is more of a your everyday type dessert.
And this is from an area of India called Bengal.
Okay.
So it's Eastern India. So we've gone from northern to south to
Eastern.
west.
West and
This
east.
is
Okay.
East
Yeah.
India.
It's like a Baby Bell cheese.
It does.
That was a good one.
There
that
it
was your
is.
good
Now
one.
I nailed
There you
it.
go. You finally got one.
Baby Bell cheese and cream
Yeah.
milk. Basically.
It's a sexy Baby Bell cheese.
Okay, ready?
Whoa.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's so
Abhi.
good.
This gives me flan vibes.
I love this. This is my personal one of my favorites.
This is good. So fire.
That's a new texture.
Wow.
Yeah, there's so many flavors happening, right?
And
it's
a
like
lot of
confusing.
flavors.
Yeah.
Well, before you rate that, I'm going to give you another one as a surprise as well. that we brought. So we have Boondi Ladoo, Rasmalai, and I also brought a very staple Gulab Jamun as well.
Okay.
So these are round circular balls that are brown, and I will say only that, and I'll let you try it before we do anything.
Okay, yeah.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Go grab
I
them,
had no
Abhi.
idea you brought that. Uncle G, put on my plate, please.
Wow,
I'm going
this
to
looks
serve it because that's how we do it.
Whoa, look at that.
fancy.
That looks like, this plate looks like something I would see in a like future sci-fi show.
Yeah. This is like meatballs.
Yeah, I mean sci-fi food here. We should rate the other one before
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
we get into this
What
one.
do you guys rate that?
Joe, what do you think?
Rasmalai.
Well, we know it's 10 for Abhi.
Yeah.
I think it's a 9 for me.
It's a 9
it's
for you.
another 9.
What about you?
I think a 9 too. I feel like depending on my mood would determine whether or not I go for the lundi, is it called?
The laddu,
Ladu.
or the
this, yeah.
rasmalai.
Yeah.
yeah. It's a good
Ladoo
thing.
feels like a Christmas food to me.
Totally.
Oh, I can see
Yeah.
that. I can see that.
Look at this little ball that
Can
we
I just
don't know
eat
what
the
it
whole
is.
thing? Let's just eat the
Yeah,
whole
you
ball.
are. Just eat the whole thing.
ball.
So we're just eating.
Just put
We've been
this,
doing the one.
pick it up, and then like
Stir it in
swirl
the syrup.
Stir it in the
got
sauce.
Which is
little-
also the malai that's
Yeah.
left over, which is a nice
Oh,
little flavor.
that's gonna be fantastic.
Okay.
And
So a
we
little
should-
brown ball.
We should whole ball it.
Whole
should
ball
whole
Ready?
ball it.
Okay.
Rachel's not doing it, but we
She's
should.
whole
Okay,
balling.
let's do it.
Three,
One,
two,
two,
one.
three.
Whoa.
It's fire.
Whoa.
I just got like full chills.
So thick. Wow. Whoa.
I have no idea what I just ate.
But how are you feeling about it?
I love it.
That's all you need.
It
Here you
is
go.
all I need.
That tastes like
I want to hear this.
a donut
Okay.
rolled in a pancake dipped in syrup.
Yeah.
This is exactly what it
Yeah,
is.
a
It's like
donut
dough,
was very
fried
accurate.
dough,
Okay.
and then they literally
It's like a donut hole. It's
Yeah.
like
Donut hole.
just soaked
they
in
let it
syrup.
caramelize it a lot, and then they soak it in this rose water sugar syrup for like a
Yeah,
long time.
the other flavor you're getting is that rose.
Yeah.
Like that saffrony
Rose
rose.
and saffron
It's like
is
the
probably-
fragrant. That's what makes it like not as heavy.
Wow.
So that sounds like that's been in a lot of
Desserts.
the desserts.
Yeah,
So like
it's in this as well.
the rose
Yeah.
saffron is a go-to.
Rose,
is.
saffron, cardamom, very popular. Pistachio. These are all like very popular dessert-esque.
And that's what creates those other flavors. Like if it was just sugar syrup, it'd be just sweet. There's like other things that are happening as well, which is
I don't know. I kind of want to give that a 10, dude.
That's pretty good.
It's 10 for me
yeah,
as
it's a
well.
10 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a 1. Like how many of those do you eat in a sitting?
Again, you
would
can have
eat-
competitions. People have had competitions. I've
That one I could
eaten
eat more.
15 in a
Yeah.
setting,
Wow.
Abhi, that's
a lot.
crazy.
depending on the size.
Yeah, that's really good. Like 9.5.
Yeah.
Yes.
So wait, what was your top dessert out of the 3?
I think that's the one I gave the highest because I gave both of those 9s.
What about you,
seems so
Abhi? What's your
fancy.
favorite? Rasmalai?
I think rasmalai might just
Yeah.
edge it.
I think the laddu might be my one.
Yeah.
We all have different ones. What about you?
Kevin, you're the one who's
No,
going to break it.
Tiebreaker
No, that's the newest one we just got.
was
yeah.
Gulab Jamun.
Yeah.
Reminds me of breakfast. I would eat that in the morning as opposed to like after
Well,
after
because
dinner.
it's so syrup. Yeah,
It's
the
like a
syrup
pancake.
flavor.
And
yeah.
to make it even better, heat it up for 20, 30 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then have it with like cold ice cream.
It's like
oh
a
my God.
fudgy.
Yeah.
It's
like a
crazy.
pizookie.
Yeah.
It is like a pizookie. Incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah. All right. That's really
Thank
good.
you, guys.
Thank you.
That's all we got today.
That's amazing, you guys. It wasn't just the food; it was all the history, and
Yeah.
like you're very knowledgeable about all of it. It's really cool to hear. So thank you.
Thank you.
I think we're a good north, south,
Yeah, it's
west.
I know it was a
Good
good
wrap.
mix of both of
Good
it for
wrap.
sure. And
Yeah,
I feel
that was
like
so
too,
fun.
you opened me up to like again. Abhi kind of pointed it out. Which one kind of I knew was like this is what classic like Indian takeout you get, but there was flavors in here that I had no idea would hit me.
No,
Oh,
this is the
man.
perfect group of people. So you have north, south. You have someone who like you like Indian
Yeah.
food, and your first try to everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the first go.
Perfect group.
Yay!
Yeah.
Amazing.
I can honestly say, and I can't remember
How
if
do
this
you feel
happened
about it
last
now?
time.
Yeah, how do
it's
you feel?
great.
There you go.
One, I would definitely now know and go into an Indian restaurant with confidence,
Yes.
There
knowing
you
that I'm
go.
gonna have a great time.
There you go.
And when people suggest it as the meal, I won't be like, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
But not one dish did I find unenjoyable.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Everything was great.
Yeah. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Abhi.
Thank you so
course.
much.
Thank you, Joe, for joining us again.
I'm so brave.
We're just little Caucasians over here.
And we're just little Asians over there. Although we got left out. 'Cause
What'd you say?
Asian-
Brownies on the blondies?
Yeah, brownies and the blondies. Wait, what?
I want to make sure we give a shout out to a new podcast that is now live on this channel right now. It's called Sound Advice, and it's an advice show hosted by Beba where we take your calls about problems you got. Could be relationship dramas, workplace issues, anything that you're going through that you need help with. Call us, leave us a voicemail, and we'll talk about it on the show and give you some advice. It's going to be Beba and then a special guest reactor joining her each week.
I have been single for 11 years. I've tried every dating site you can imagine. I'll get ghosted. I'm so out of the game, I don't even know how to talk to girls anymore.
Oh my god. Okay, first of all, ghosting is the most atrocious thing.
And then also, if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, please leave us a review.
Please.
Do it. It helps us and follow this channel. We're on the ReactCAST now. We got 2 podcasts rolling. We're rolling. We're grooving with it.
Fire.
Rachel, where can people follow you on the socials?
You can follow me on Instagram
Yeah.
at rachel.charles.
Love it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts, guys?
Can we do this again?
Yeah.
Part 2
Amazing.
for sure. Part 2.
Hell yeah.
We'll do it at
3.
my house.
Yes. There we go.
And mine after. There you go.
Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you guys. Thank you for
Bye.
watching. Bye. Thank you so much, buddy.
Courtesy of Jake.
Jake. Chef Jake.
Ooh, colors. A lot of just good colors.
If you go to weddings,
Like
this is what all
colours.
of your plates look like. Are we missing the chutney? Oh, we're missing it. You want it? It's on my plate.